hedge funds don't own crypto. What's gonna happen when they do? Welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about hedge funds buying crypto. Which ones own crypto and which ones don't. What's gonna happen when they start buying it? The whole point of this video is to talk about what I think is gonna happen when these hedge funds start to realize that they're missing out because they are greedy. They want to make money. And to make money, you gotta move with the trends, whether you think it makes sense or doesn't. So right here are the top hedge funds based on how big their funds are. Obviously, we got Buff at the top. Berkshire Hathaway, 269 billion he's managing. So I took the top 10 from this list and I put them into a Excel sheet. We could see their fund value and the top 10 funds. And we're gonna see which ones own and which ones don't own Bitcoin. Because listen, crypto right now, it's mostly retail investors with a few trickles of big buys from people with a lot of money, hedge funds, institutions, etc. So when these hedge funds start to move over from stocks to crypto, you're going to see the biggest rally you've ever seen. The biggest rally you've ever seen because they are the ones that actually move the markets. When stocks go on a rally, it's because institutions are buying. It's not because some kid, 6-year-old kid, borrowed his mom's wallet and bought Facebook or Snapchat. No! It's not because Sally next door finally decided to buy Tesla after 5 years of me telling her to buy it. No, it's because institutions are loading up and that's when it starts moving. So what's actually happening now is, which I like, is retail has the head start. It's usually hedge funds have the head start. They buy into companies early, starts to run up, retail sees it and like, man, I want to get involved in this. They jump in, goes up, hedge funds get out, all the retail's now trapped. Like, what's going on? It's falling. Hedge funds got out. Now, retail is the first ones in crypto. Hedge funds are going to be rushing over here fairly soon. We already saw it with Muskie Musk. Let me show you the article. He bought 1.5 billion in Bitcoin, and we saw this massive rocket. It was on February 8th. Right here, he announced that he bought into it, and we saw this massive move and massive move up. So Musk bought it. Other people are buying it. Visa's on board. We got the Vane Swinkle Winkle twins. So first on the list, Berkshire Hathaway, do they own it? No. Big no. Big no. I've already done the research. I know which ones have bought this and have not bought it, so I'll fill that in quickly. But I want to show you the quotes that some of these hedge funds have said about the reasons why they haven't bought it. Buffy Buffs is great. He says, Warren Buffett blasted Bitcoin as a worthless delusion and rat poison squared. Here are his 16 best quotes about crypto. He does not like crypto one bit. Repeatedly criticized Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as risky and worthless. Buffy Buff, I don't think he's ever going to change his mind. Maybe he will on his 139th birthday, but as of right now, he does not like Bitcoin one bit. Here's one I like. I can say almost with certainty that they will come to a bad ending. If I could buy a 5-year put on every one of the cryptocurrencies, I'd be glad to do it, but I would never short a dime's worth. He won't even put a dime in this, even if it's a short. Okay, on to the next. So we got Prime Cap Management managing 134 billion. They are also a hard no. Remember, the more hedge funds that say no, the better it is, because they're gonna come chasing eventually and drive it up when we're already loaded in. A lot of these I couldn't find like articles on if they did or didn't buy Bitcoin, but if I couldn't find one, I'm categorizing as no. I also looked at their portfolio. I didn't see it in there, so maybe one of these butt nuts did buy it, very small percentage, but as far as majority of their portfolio, I did not see it in there. I did not see any articles that they bought it. Usually it makes a headline article when these are the biggest hedge funds in the world buy into crypto. There's usually a headline. I couldn't find any. So Fisher is the next one, and they are a hard no, and they did say something about it. Finance theory says you make money knowing something other people don't know. Very good quote. That makes a lot of sense. I'll break that down. Fisher said, and the fact of the matter is, I asked myself, what I know about Bitcoin that other people don't know, and the answer is nothing. So therefore, I don't need to do it. So he's saying that everyone knows about Bitcoin now. There's nothing that he could find out in secret that's going to give him an edge in buying Bitcoin, so there's no reason for him to buy it. Huge mistake, Fisher. Huge mistake. But I like this first line. Finance theory says you make money knowing something other people don't. So if you see something in a company, you're going to load up and that's going to pay off if you see something promising, which is why, for example, in biotechs, you have a team of scientists on your financial team, in your employees, in your Rolodex, to say, hey, look at this biotech, go study the scientists, tell me if this is good. Scientists go and look at it, they say, yeah, it's promising, it's looking very good, this might cure cancer. They load up, and they probably make a lot of money. So that is Fisher, so they are hard no. Dodge and Cox, hard no. Sands Capital, hard no. Renaissance Technologies, $165 billion they're managing, and guess what? They are a yes. They own crypto. These guys are massive. Renaissance is a very good portfolio, very good hedge fund. So I did find an article on what they said. Renaissance Technologies seeps into Bitcoin world in December. Quant hedge fund giant Renaissance Technologies runs a number of funds, including medallion funds. In March 2020, the medallion funds signaled a move to enter into Bitcoin future contracts, which will limit to cash settled futures contracts traded on the CME. The medallion funds trade in global markets and use leverage and high portfolio turnover in its strategies. So they are a yes. So that's 1 out of 10 so far. Still looking very promising for us. Citadel. Pretty sure Citadel was a no. Ken Griffin says he doesn't see the economic underpinning of cryptocurrencies. What? Ken Griffin, who runs a sprawling Wall Street empire that includes market-making operations and a hedge fund, was dismissive of cryptocurrencies on Friday, even as some see the emerging asset as the future of finance. I don't spend much time thinking about cryptocurrencies, the CEO said. I don't see the economic underpinning, same thing. I understand how to value a stock, the net present value of earnings. I don't understand how to think about cryptocurrency exchanges around the world. I don't know how to think about what is effectively a digital token. He hasn't done his research, so we can't blame the guy. A lot of people in the early days, you didn't do your research. You're like, I don't know what Bitcoin is. I'm not buying that. But if you knew, you would probably buy it. So he is a hard no. D.E. Shaw, that was a hard no. I remember searching that one. Millennium Management, they are a hard no. Let's see what they said. 46 billion hedge fund Millennium Management was on the verge of diving into crypto. Up until last September, the firm was actively interviewing potential candidates for a team to invest in digital assets. A source says that those plans hit a roadblock and that the company will likely not deploy crypto strategies in near term. So they are a no. Red flag for you, Millennium. And then last but not least, Eaton, couldn't find anything, hard no. Now there's a trend in the people that said no. If you look at this list of the top 10, all these butt nuts here, what do they all have in common? If we could see here, they're all old. They're all real old. And older people generally don't understand newer, younger technology. The younger generation does. That's why if we look at the list of the top 10 Bitcoin holders, let's take a look. They're all mostly young. 45, 41, 60, 43, 34, 39, 34, 48, 62. Unknown about this Lin, but Satoshi, apparently 45, they're saying. There's a list of a bunch of young people with billions of dollars, okay? And then we have a list of multi-billions, and they're all very old. So who knows if they jump into this? Maybe they have some young people convince them. But really, there's very few hedge funds investing in crypto. That's the whole point of this video, that when they do eventually come over, crypto is going to go parabolic. It's going to go ballistic, maybe hundreds of percentile over a few days, because we haven't seen that influx. We saw when Musk put 1.5 billion in. Imagine when these guys start dumping 5 billion in, 10 billion in. I'm saying it's not definite, but it's very likely as we dive more into the future and this becomes more mainstream, these guys are going to start funneling some money over and more, maybe out of stocks, more into crypto, 50-50, which is what I'm doing, and shake things up and drive crypto to new highs. Crypto's already breaking out. Crypto's bananas. Here is one big hedge fund to wrap the video up that I love. These are one of the biggest hedge funds in the world, BlackRock. They are in the crypto game, and they might be leading the way for these other hedge funds to say, hey, look, I'm profitable in this. Join the game. BlackRock has joined the Bitcoin business. The world's largest asset manager has said 2 of its funds can now invest in cryptocurrency. BlackRock, look at their portfolio. These guys, they have trillions of dollars they're managing. These guys are massive. They're doing it. That's a green flag. So that is it. If you want to see when I do buy cryptocurrencies or when I buy stocks, I'm doing 50-50. I'm splitting it up. There's a link in the description. It's called Stock Alerts. You get a bing right to your phone when I do place these buy or sell orders or go all in. So you'll get those alerts right to your phone. You also see my portfolio of how I'm managing, how I'm shifting and moving crypto and stocks, which ones I'm buying and selling. So check that out if you're interested. It also comes with the Discord, so you get to chat with me directly if you like. So that's it. Hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you for watching. That's the crypto world. Don't miss out on it like these hedge funds are gonna do. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, by hitting that subscribe, you're getting a little bit closer to retiring young.